Happy New Year, everyone. 2021 is finally underway, and we're in the midst of our first work week and uh, school activities. I have one question for you. What habits have you put in place? What have you been doing to ensure that your 2021 is going to be your healthiest yet? You're going to have a strong body, environment, and mind. I know there are 6 foundational things that help me overcome in 2020 and help me thrive through 2020. And these are things I've been doing for many years. Some things actually I incorporated last year. But I want to start with sharing with you how 2020 started for me. We were visiting our daughter in England over the holiday and returned in January, and I developed a cough. And I quickly attributed all of the driving force of this cough to my allergy symptoms. It very much mimicked what I've dealt with all my life. Allergies trigger asthma, and actually it developed into a little bit of wheezing in the second week through the night. So definitely made it hard to breathe, made it hard for me to sleep. But I also realized as things progressed that some of the phlegm I was dealing with that was driving this cough was coming from my gut. And so I started to do a cleanse. But what I failed to do was I failed to bring in a prebiotic and a probiotic. So I ended up having a flare. Now we all have in our digestive tract agents to help keep everything in balance, the flora, which include things like bacteria, enzymes, parasites, and fungus. And I actually consulted a holistic doctor to figure out what was going on, and it was confirmed that I had an imbalance, especially of the fungus. And I had to actually eliminate gluten, dairy, and processed and natural sugars. So I actually had to take out many of the fruits and vegetables that I would have routinely that had high sugar in it, because our bodies does not distinguish between natural or processed sugar. When there's an imbalance, that feeds the flare. So for a good 6 to 8 weeks, I was off of all of those things. And actually, I still continue to be off of gluten and dairy and many of the processed sugars now. It's very, very rare I have them. But I feel better, and I feel healthier because of it. I know that that helped me overcome this sickness. But I do believe that during that time frame, from February to May, I was exposed to the coronavirus. We were out with our Rotary Club twice a week, probably, grocery shopping for those who became isolated, those who, because of the pandemic restrictions, were not able to do that for themselves. So we were getting groceries and cleaning products for them. And we actually made masks. And so I was out there before we had masks, but quickly became protected. One of the things that I did, the first thing on my list of 6 things, was I used my hand cleaner constantly. This is something I've been making and using for over 6 years. It is made with essential oils, with its top component actually coming from oranges. These are components that have antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, antiseptic properties, along with many others, that helps feed our body systems so that they are strong and so that they are fighting off the things that are attacking it. The second thing that I want to share on my list of 6 is just starting my day with a meditation, with a devotional, connecting with our Creator, so that I start off on a positive note, so that I am having an attitude of gratitude as I am beginning my day, and ensuring that I'm focusing on the positive. Number 3 is bringing in those whole foods, ensuring that I'm getting the nutrients that I need. Now, many of you probably have seen in other videos I've done that research has shown over the last 10 years that we have to take in 5 times as much as our grandparents did to get the same nutrition. Well, through the research of this last year, it's actually shown us that we have to take in 10 times as much. And that's because of how we're harvesting before our plants are mature, and how we're also GMO, and we're adding in all these toxins and impurities through pesticides and things like that. Well, I started working at the Midtown Farmers Market in April, and I worked there through November, and had direct access to our local farmers, and was able to get produce and meats that were grown to their maturity, that had good nutrients to feed our bodies. So I know that is another thing that helped us recover. But because I know also that we have to take in so much more, which I know is somewhat impossible when you're looking at the calories that you would take in to take in that much nutrients. I've been supplementing, taking vitamins for over 6 years, and this is a regimen that includes a multivitamin, an omega, and then also a cellular complex vitamin supplement. And these are all whole food derived supplements. I'd love to explain those, and actually have, I think, in other videos. But that I know has been foundational, especially because a lot of the data that has come out of come out recently show flavonoids, our antioxidant content of many whole foods, have been instrumental in helping people be protected from viruses and also to fight off viruses. One of the flavonoids that I have been doing and having part of my diet for more than 30 years is green tea. EGCG in green tea is categorized as a flavonoid. It is an antioxidant that actually helps channel fat to energy. I take it and use it hot. I also use it cold, which you can use these hot or cold, 20 ounces. But the big thing is to get those antioxidants into your system routinely every day. And that's what I've been doing for 30 plus years. I know from a study from NC State that was published in December that green tea is on that list to help with that protectiveness, to help the body fight. Another flavonoid comes from dark chocolate, something else I have almost daily. Love dark chocolate. Very, very good. Also from grapes and berries, we get the resveratrol. Resveratrol is known and documented well for wine, red and white wine, which I know a lot of people enjoy, and for its health benefits. But there are so many flavonoids that have come out that I will share in another video that are in the vitamins that I take, and also the foods that I ensure that I get every day. So also on that list of 6, I get lots of water. Hydration is so important for our organs, where our bodies are made of 80% or greater water. And in order for our organs to work optimally, we have to have good hydration. And you should be taking in at least a gallon a day for most adult people. Exercise, that's the 5th thing that I want to call out. I know for many of us, because of the isolation, because of the pandemic, we got out and we exercised. We started getting new habits in place. For us, we started cycling, and we went on the trails all around the triangle 2 and 3 times a week. And we also walked a lot around our home area. So just getting out into the sun and getting that exercise helps us in many ways. One of the ways that has recently been identified is getting that vitamin D, soaking in vitamin D from the sun. One of the things that research has shown is that people that have low vitamin D content are susceptible to those viruses setting in and causing severe issues. And another thing that the exercise does is bring down cortisol levels. Cortisol is something that in our body that builds up when we have high stress, when we have persistent stress, and that does not allow us to relax. And so when we can't relax, then our bodies can't heal. And so we need to make sure that 6th thing, to get good rest. If you're able to get to that REM sleep, your body can heal, your brain can rejuvenate. It helps with your memory and cognitive skills. It helps with mental wellness. So those are the 6 things that I wanted to share that I know have been foundational and pivotal for me overcoming sickness in 2020, but also thriving and being able to continue to give back. I'd love to talk with you and explore with you. If you'll look at the description of this video, you'll see my information there. And I know we can together find some simple tools for you to incorporate every day to help your 2020 be the healthiest yet, but also to help you thrive and be joy-filled. One of the things we can do is a Zytoscan, a biofeedback scan that assesses the electromagnetic energy that your body puts off. And that energy has been documented for every living organism out there. So we can, for those things that are out of balance, we can find the things you can bring into your everyday routine to bring them into balance. And I know this is a simple tool we can use that will take 20 to 30 minutes to get you started on a new path to wellness. I look forward to connecting with you soon. I hope you'll reach out to me, and you can call or text or email. Until then, be well.